5% of memory already? What is even 73? Ew. Okay, well these are fun little issues to be having. Huh. Okay. Hmm. I'm learning things I would have preferred to have already known. That itself is a very foolish sentiment. So OBS was like intentionally shorting the bit rate of the video. Because of that, OBS is running a lot better, I think. Well, right now it's down to 7% CPU usage, which is more of what you expect from OBS. Kind of underneath 10. I guess it's still climbing right now, but yeah. So I think really, I don't know. I just, I don't know enough about any of these systems work and what it actually demands of computer in order to uh, know like what the issues are, like what's the throttle and how to fix it and ways around that and what actually matters in terms of making the stuff good and look at. Yay. I don't think I would. I don't have the money because I died. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. But it says I have an excellent connection. I'm doing a great job with my connection. So I might bring it down to like 5,000. Maybe intentionally short it, but twice the amount I was doing before. So it was probably fine enough. Try to burrow into the ground and chug this potion. They're just spelunkers. Oh well. I'm sorry, Dad. I was just drinking the city skin. So I'll be grabbing a spelunkers while I'm here. Sit down on my lap. Yes, you do. Rest on me, kitty. Now I can drink this. Yeah. The scary thing is the fact that once I get Hellstone armor, it's going to be like the best armor that I can get. I'm totally fucking dead. It's great. Awesome. Volcano, I can't get a Maramusa until I get into the... I have everything else though, but Volcano would be really good against the stupid big man, because he's big. Yeah. Do something to finally replace Star Fury. No. What else? Yes. I guess Blade of Arrest, Volcano, Ramusa, Underground Jungle. Probably the mace isn't doing much for me anymore. Should have gone for it. Maybe I should have gone for the pickaxe. Getting back down there and doing stuff would be really inconvenient. For the helmet. I guess this is all I need though. Pointy. Maybe Feral Claws? Try and get into the underground jungle. If I survive one of these trips, I'll definitely end up something with monies. He went boom. There's got to be a torch up there. Oh no. There's the thing I need though. And then there's a house over there. What just happened? Randomly stopped not being able to mine? I got told no more? A terrible pickup. I don't even need those, man. I barely even want to carry them around. Should clear out my inventory a lot more before I came down here. Yeah. Two more of these. Yeah, I really need that. Like stuff. Nutrition. God, Jesus Christ. Okay. Now I have specters. Never found an aglet. Because of course. Horseshoe. Swap that out. Okay. Yeah, I'll take these. Hold on to them. So, sell that. And what? Find a cloud in a bottle. I didn't realize I had so many clouds in a bottle. Poison knife? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Have one more equipable slot. Just be whatever. Celestial warding band of regen. I just wanted to go for. I think this is just you just make honey necklace out of that guy. Band of star power. Huh. Oh, you can turn it into the corruption version. Probably because it's too useful for mages. Mm. Yeah, a little bit more crimson. And back on track. Such bad chests. Then again, I don't think there's actually anything good that I can find in gold chests anymore. Really just a damn aglet that I want. My god, I have fucking rocket boots for all these years. I can jump for longer. Wonder if it was changing OBS settings in the middle of a stream that actually fucked up my shit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the memory overload caused it to do something. I kind of like reset. That, I hoiked. Non-consensual hoiking. Funny that I can't kill bees in one hit. They fucking explode into flames. It's a tough ass bee. Wow, I just walked into that and killed myself with it. So, look at fighting anything, man. I want Sunfire. Definitely. With your buckets and shit. Technically, Shimmer anvils. Like buying from the merchant, but I think I have the monies. Probably easier to just grab it as I go. Mm. Uh, before it has the opportunity to actually kill me. I'm kind of surprised I haven't come across any other chests so far. None of the good ones. I haven't seen a living mahogany tree. Another life crystal, but don't have a lot of use for me. I don't really need jungle seeds. Any good reason, but I might want them later. Black beetle. That's the only explosive. It was not. What do you recall? His abilities can be useful. You can try to grab one. Oh, if I do, I'll load out two, and I just throw those in there. And then open some inventory slots. Oh, there it is. Let's look who it is. A halfway decent chest. Hopefully, it's a pretty good chest, actually. Don't care about recalls. Don't care about these. I think more gold. I don't really need Dead Man's chest. I don't really need that. And I desperately want this. Throw it in. Maybe gel is not worth carrying around. Stone probably is. So I'll just take up more inventory slots as we go. Living tree. Flower boots are fine. It's not as good. Might just leave what's in there for now. I have the inventory to carry it. Well, I mean, I got my feral claws. Oh, I definitely. Let me see if I can kill this guy and then try to get vines. Throwing the vines on the ground. I'm going to leave. About shimmering some stuff. Make it go away. Oh, if I shimmer some of my crimson tools, I think I have enough to make the third piece of armor. I'll probably want that bow, but leave. Get out of here. Make the Zappinator my main secondary. Oh. No, that was a regular drop, right? I know ancient gold. I should remember to call gold, but this. Then I should have ancient gold footsies. Does gold shimmer into ancient gold? Yeah. Huh. Inconvenient. You also shimmer into. So only the helmet shimmers back and forth? Really? Alright. I'm just confused. Not anything else. Quite have enough. Contain specifically. I was just gonna slaughter Eye of Cthulhu. If it was nighttime, I'd slaughter Eye of Cthulhu for it, but take feral claws over that. I could set up multiple loadouts instead of carrying it all in my inventory, but honestly feels like more effort. Plus, I've actually lost no defense. Because of the plus 4 from this. Yeah. I have no way of reforging besides recrafting with Shimmer. Really should have grabbed buffs. I didn't. I think no matter what, I actually gain enough in order to make full Crimson armor. Kind of funny, I kind of like progressed around Reign of Cthulhu, though I never actually beat him. With buffs, do I even care to beat him? He just gives me dodge chance. There's guy just a full set of armor sitting on the ground, so can't pretend like I care. Much to keep throwing myself at a boss that I've already on the armor for. And plus the next tier is already available to me too. Greatly increased life regen. Hmm. That's a really good buff. Like, actually. Start accumulating as much fucking damage as I can. Really feel the hit to my mining speed though. Fine. If the jungle chakram thing is any good. So I can probably upgrade that upgrade to an Ivy Whip. Videos, games. Yeah. I fucked with some of my settings on the back end. Things are running better, higher usage. Oh, that's useless. Really inconvenient if I died for like the 7th time already. Evil brain, I presume. I just threw another attempt at it with no buffs again. And like you have a full set of crimson. I don't think there's a point in doing that, honestly. I feel like I just end up progressing around him. It allows meteorites to spawn. But I don't think I care about meteorites. Because I'm just going for molten armor. Yeah, I think the only thing I have to go for is molten and then skeleton, big man. That's what I actually care about because I want to get into the dungeon. Uh, other than that, ooh, tiger. I already grabbed Hellstone and everything too. I don't have enough for a molten bug nut. I swear I did save angler. Jungle surface, catfish. Actually, I think I need to start doing quests for that. So let me take 20s of you, or 19 of you. A bunch of enchanted night crawlers. That way I can actually start fishing. You doing well today? Yeah, I am. Awake. Slept a good. Slept like 3 times. Uh, Personal questions about you. Niceties. Oh, shoot up by noise gate. Slightly. Like 30. Bored. I I mean, sucks, but good news for me, because that's what uh, the cure all. So, boredom. Lowered stream latency too. Wonder if that will have if that's having a noticeable effect upon mine viewing of experience. I've noticed that like I'm really groggy early in the mornings because it's like it's 9 where I am. I started around 8. I woke up around 6. I feel like it makes for the bestest thing. Company in my boredom, and I will turn into a fine red mist. Uh, uh, I know everybody says that as like a funny joke, and I say things like that as like a funny joke, but it is always like it's coming from a place of uh, deep abstraction of one's own sense of self within body. I'm in Surface Jungle, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why haven't I gotten like that damn thing yet? Which is low fishing power. There we go. Oh, Feral Bite is giving me random status effects. That's what's happening. It's faster. Anticipate. Wow, that is incredibly lucky. God damn, Sammy. Loaded. I don't even know what that is. That that is not supposed to happen. Awesome golden bug net. Yeah, I don't need the molten bug net anymore. Other than that, it's kind of it doesn't actually do all that much. The way this is supposed to work is that like you have like a very very low percentage for the specific rewards, and then the more quests you do, and the more other like specific reward quests you get, like the non-generic ones, the higher it goes up. So like until eventually being guaranteed, like a bottomless water bucket is guaranteed on the 25th, but you can start getting it around the 10th. And these, I think the golden bug net and the golden fishing rod are both like in the 50s for being nearly guaranteed. And then I can just start putting fish in here, fish in the meat pile. Most of the fish are useless. Some of the fish are used in really good potions, so uh, I tried to play through last night. I might be streaming with a friend later, but I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, yeah. Me and my brother started Terraria playthrough, and I was like, oh, this is actually really fun. So I started this one. Modded. I've not looked into modding this game at all. It seems somewhat easy, but I forgot to check in. Shit, you could have had my bricklayer. Uh, It seems somewhat easy, but it also seems like the game still really. I just feel like the game's too jank for that. I don't quite trust it. We're doing. What's between me and Skeletron? I feel like I want a better ranged weapon. I can get a better grapple too. Super easy. It's all handled through Tmod loader in the Steam Workshop. Yeah, sounds about right. A lot of modern games have that. Simple as pressing the download button. It's good. Uh, Good modern games have that, I should say. Like uh, like modding Factorio is one of the best looking experiences ever. Calamity is the darling of Terraria modding. I've seen a bit of Calamity. It's very much an overhaul. A lot of new stuff to point out. Pretty much eclipses the base game. Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen a crazy amount, but I know you have it continues past Moonlord, and you have like the super mech bosses, Eater of Universes. I'm very glad the fish is sitting at like the top of the recently used emojis bar. Video miniaturation is pretty good. Battle Calamity and the like is that they're all made to be specifically difficult. I am bad at this game. Yeah, it is one thing about yeah, that is one thing about it is they tend to focus on optimal play very explicitly, which can always really be very unfun if you're not an optimal player. I played a lot more Factorio overhauls. They tend to they tend to like really make like big complicated recipe chains and make every building extremely expensive, extremely difficult to make. Like IR3, Industrial Revolution 3 is one of the worst offenders in that. Even though I love Industrial Revolution 3, but I don't think it deserves it. Just powder. Uh, is it nearby Dr. Bones? Where? Being flat are extreme bullet hells, and it's a pain. I, from what I've seen, like they saw Empress of Light, and were like, "Cool, let's do that with everybody." It isn't the way that because mods are like another extension of fan fiction. I'm just gonna leave, and so they tend to they're like riffing off of the original material. But even Calamity Boss is specifically daytime Empress of Light. Yes, do not get hit and dodge and weave. You can kind of I think it's also pretty evidence as to why that would be the case. Like Empress of Light is kind of unlike every other boss in her attack patterns and the way that she forces you to uh, use movement to your advantage. Yeah, I gotta go for Hellstone. Get a full set of Hellstone armor and then go after Guy, I guess. Again, I mean, eh, I feel like it's still difficult to pin down the base game's original design because you can kind of look at each boss and like see what they're kind of challenging you on. Like Eye of Cthulhu is like really, really simple of a boss, which makes sense because he's the first one. It's, I guess. Sometimes I find myself defaulting to the presumption of masculinity more than I would like to. And I don't want to get better, so it's really not for me. Well, if they like the real thing about difficulty in this game is that it's just a fucking massive time sink. And players should have the option of not having to participate in that time sink. So really what they should do is just have a difficulty that allows you to slide the numbers down to where you actually want them to be. Like an ingrained difficulty slider, or even like a piece of equipment that's like take half damage from everything. So you still get to experience it, but you're not like stuck suffering with it. That stuff is worth having for the sake of accessibility. Too close to journey mode almost does this, but it's too close to creative mode. I think journey mode is actually, I haven't played journey mode, but I think it's actually I think it's very well implemented. I love the idea of it because it just like through research, it allows you to never have to farm. Like, get 10 crates and then never do it again. I think that's kind of awesome. That way you still have to participate in the challenge to some extent without, you know, sinking hours upon hours and dealing with excessive RNG. I do like it. Yeah. Having, uh, I'm very much a player who will, like, I like me a good challenge. I will absolutely suffer for way too long. It's important that people have the choices not to. Yeah. Even that's like I'm struggling with a boss that I should not be. I'm kind of progressing around him, but I don't know. I can make better birds go good, yeah, but I don't. Gonna chug, do this and chug this, and then leave. Was I wearing? I don't. I like a challenge, but in a way where I enjoy using every tool available to me and things make things easier. Yeah, truly good difficulty is making a player engage with mechanics. Like make them actually have to learn how the game works. Hardcore ball busting stuff meant to annoy you. See, there's a very thin line between those two things, and they are kind of just the same thing most of the time. Like I think part of the reason why Dark Souls is so legendary in terms of difficulty discussions is that players had to engage with the mechanics in a way that a lot of AAA games had never asked them to do before. Like it's the get good kick. Well, that is important. It's like that's having good mechanics and making people engage with them is the difficult thing to do from a design perspective. And then I immediately lose track of my character every time they hit the screen edge and they stop scrolling. Nine Souls is really good at making you engage with mechanics too. Like I think Nine Souls handles difficulty very, very well. It was very much like dodge and parry or die. There's kind of there's just no way around that, at least within the base difficulty. But then again, I think it fails to expand upon those very well, or expand upon those basically at all. Like the game ends as soon as it gets really, really, really good. All the annoyance in this game is just time cost. It's just the everything is go farm, go do this, go do that. You know, hope to get a 1 in 100. Liza Pete has a similar parry system. I've never played Liza P. I know about it, of course, because it was pretty infamous in the zeitgeist for a whole 20 minutes, as things often are. I don't know how its parry system works, but what I've seen, yeah. Can you guys stop terrorizing me? Shit, that's a really convenient drop to get immediately. I'm one step closer to Terror Spark Boots. Ugh. Recipe probably would be a fun game to play. I got worn out on Souls-likes after Elden Ring. Elden Ring kind of my soul. Uh, I tend to whenever something is when it like I know Lies of P was double A technically, but whenever there's like something really really popular and it's like the mainstream, I tend to just ignore that it exists. Like, oh, that's cool. I'm sure other people will enjoy this. I get to listen to other people's opinions about it, but I don't really care to chase it down and form my own. Things being in the mainstream is usually a reason for me not to care about them. Perfect block every single attack in the game, but you don't have to. Still dodge and block normally, and then those work perfectly fine. Yeah, it's the dodge and weave. I know I've seen something about it. Joseph Anderson made a video on it. That's my news to my knowledge. You have the undodgeable attacks and unparryable attacks, and then all the stuff in between that can be used for pulls. You get good at a game, and the game forces you to further engage with the mechanics. Yeah, look at the difficulty. Good difficulty. Joseph Anderson mentioned, yeah. Uh, Daddy Joe, as we like to call him around these parts. Yeah. I like the guy. He's like in terms of like how I see and view games, he's kind of pivotal for me. Favorite guys of all time. Yeah. In the guy category, it's up there. Yeah. He also like he also is narcoleptic and he's talked about it on stream to some extent. I watched it through the RC and Nanja edits. It's like it's very nice for me because like I have like an undiagnosed sleep disorder. I have a sleep disorder, but I don't know what type of sleep disorder. And his experience is a hell of a lot like mine. It was nice to My friends know him. Yeah, I don't have any friends, but I don't think they know who he is either. But it's like hearing his experience, I was just like, oh, I should be a bit nicer to myself. So now I sleep 4 times a day. How much stuff? I guess I can only make another 23, no matter what. I have 300. So I definitely have enough for a full set. I just need more. I need more obsidian, and I should go do the fishing quest. Skylegs. Can I even get up there? Oh, no, I can't. Yeah. Uh, I have planter boxes on me. I can't really sleep multiple times. Naps are kind of impossible for me now. I feel like that's actually pretty standard. I know, because it's worth looking in. It's worth like trying to understand uh, how these things work. Because our culture, like the idea that human beings sleep fucking what 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and in a perfect 8-hour cycle every single night is complete nonsense on the face of it. I, like throughout history, most people have slept biphasically. It's probably standard, but I only know my own experience, so it's hard to tell. Yeah. I mean, like, no matter what, everybody's going to be a little bit different. I feel like I'm not very researched on this subject matter, but I view it in the way that it's like neurotypical versus neurodivergent type beat. Because, like, everybody has, like, weird sensory things about stuff, but someone who's neurodivergent might have more extreme emotional reactions to that, or they might have, like, more of them in a more specific way. And so it's good to keep in mind. But it's good to like understand those things from multiple perspectives, regardless of your own circumstances. There kind of is like a there kind of is a default, but not really. That default is pretty much up for argument all of the time. But yeah, most throughout history and in remain, yeah, but throughout most history and then throughout cultures that have it industrialized, human beings tend to sleep basically, which means you go to bed at night and then you get your first REM cycle in over the course of about 4 hours. Be awake for a little while and then get your second uh, REM cycle in over the course of another 4 hours. So like up, down, or down, up over the course of a night into the morning. And then monophasic sleep, the 8 straight hours, is in every way a product of post-industrial modernity as a cultural concept and as a habit because we have access to lights basically. Oh yeah, it is yeah, it's access to it's primarily about access to God, I fucking herpes. I can barely even damage them at this point still. Just gonna dig into this cloud a bit. Yeah. Even then, I know that like I don't know. I try not to like put too much weight on my self-diagnosis of being narcoleptic, just because like anxiety has an effect on it. Like anxiety can play into insomnia a lot. And I even know that my own anxiety plays into my insomnia a lot. Uh, They don't have fucking. I don't think it actually gets it into the water enough. I don't know if that fishing works in like a partial tile like that. I can do this though. Okay. Yeah, too many dang harpies. Absolutely. Yes. This is obnoxious. If I had more blocks, I could just build a box over it, which would probably just. I guess I just need to hop out and do. I guess I do have planter boxes on me, so do this. Yeah, this is fine. This gets worse in hard mode when there's fucking wyverns. Wyverns. I usually don't do Skyfish quests because of that. Uh, Oh, what are like the first major signs of disordered sleeping? Is that when you lay down to close your eyes, you'll or when you take like a very short nap, like in the range of like an hour, you'll dream, meaning that you hit REM, and that's not how brain is supposed to work. That's a very short sign of it. Another thing that like I think really fucked with me was learning about sleep hallucinations and sorting out my own experience of uh, sleep paralysis. Sleep hallucinations, like if you're closing your eyes, like you're physically tired, you close your eyes, and you're definitely not asleep yet, but you can kind of like see your dreams on the back of your eyelids, or you can hear things happening around you. That's a sleep hallucination. You're like partially sleeping. Sleep is like fucked up. Sleep is fucked up. You just die in a bed for a little while, and then it feels good, and you get back up. I do love it though. I like over the last like year and change, generic fishing potion. Over the last year and change of like just accepting the chaos schedule and my like just how this shit works for me because it don't work the way it's supposed to. Just at the end of the day, that's the reality of it. Uh, it's just night. Like my sleep has actually become good. I actually enjoy sleeping, and I sleep pretty well, and I actually get dreams that I can enjoy. I think is a nice thing, especially like a lot of people. Yeah, sleep is like food in that sense. Like it's one of those universal things. And if you're going through shit, it's just gonna be a disaster. Like if you're going through any kind of mental health issues, like your dreams will typically be the first thing that get like sacrificed, unfortunately. I think actually being able to hold on to dreams for a little while is something that I've really come to enjoy. 'Cause my dreams are like these massive, elaborate narratives, and I have them on repeat. So I'll do the same dream multiple times, but it'll be like a video game, you know? You go back to the checkpoint, and then you know what to do. I think I probably have enough obsidian at this point. I probably do, but I want more. I streamed last night. Hell yeah. So tell me about how it symbolized your father. I don't remember any I've had recently. They fade from my memory really quick. Yeah, I actually can't judge up a specific example. Can we all just like fuck off and stop hitting me in the face for 30 goddamn seconds? Yeah, everything comes through. Snail, like conchial veal. Very scary. 104 is good enough. I didn't know that it existed. It's a nice looking chest. Might be all I ever need for Hellstone. Just like that. Probably skipping over the evils and going straight for Molten. As soon as you get like you just want to get the evil pickaxe and then immediately just go for Molten. Completely ignored that. Hop and skip over that stage of progression because I don't feel like it. Yeah, I can just immediately make all the higher tier stuff, which I probably should have done before I. Well, we'll see. Worst case scenario, I just have to hold on to that hammer though. I don't even need the axe. I shouldn't. I really should not bother with it. Oh, it's a ham axe. Oh, let me get rid of my bow. I don't have much use for bows in this cat. Wow, I have a lot of Grimdane and sure put a lot of attempts into a boss that I never beat. Um, let's do that Skeletron. I feel like I should still be carrying around this Star Fury. Star Fury is too good. Like its damage is lacking, but then again, I feel like all damage is lacking. 10% extra melee damage. So I want to see if that shock run's any good. This Amazon 21, probably better than a Valor, but not by much. 30, it's very fast. And it takes stingers, so I can just make it immediately. So it takes 15. 30, I feel like that's good enough. What's this, 52, 30. I have kind of outscaled it. Do I want to go for a yo-yo? Yo-yos can be good, but oh, I don't have the stingers, do I? I don't have stingers in this chest. I know I have stingers, but Misplaced a random crafting material to my own inconvenience. Let's see. Look, it's me, man. Am I just thoroughly, or just on the other side of Skeletron? He's not going to be that difficult. I don't know. Every boss just feels like the numbers are just so tuned that you're always kind of at the same disadvantage. Like I progress past them and then I'm still struggling all the same. I think all I lack is range. Oh wait, I want stingers. Go after Queen Bee. At least try Queen Bee. Maybe going for melee early into the game is actually a bad idea. Boop, boop, boop. I feel like that. Sustenance. Sustenance creation has been initiated. Took some effort to figure out what the hell that meant. Man, I fucking love cooking. I kind of hate it, but I do also enjoy it. I kind of feel like I'm very lucky in that because I don't feel like everybody, like you have to do it. You don't really get a choice in whether or not you feed yourself. But not everybody actually enjoys the act itself. What is that, like a 2-sec delay? It's wet. Wait. Here. Certain enemies like Rune Wizard and Tim and maybe that guy will show up more if you wear like their associated armor. Kind of wonder if that's why I've seen so many of them. I'm almost always wearing the mining helmet when I'm underground. Staff of Regrowth, that's pretty convenient. I like having one of these even if it's not that all that crazy useful. No, this just continues. Everyone feels like it's such a weird place in this game. Like as soon as you get flare gun, you probably do not care to have it. Gonna get rid of it. It's like barely worth the money that I can sell it for. Might take a second pair of Hume Race boots intentionally, though. Oh, I should do that thing. Oh, I can just do the thing. I have more inventory space. Gold as well. That chest does not look like it's going to be worth the effort. You gotta be honest. Not a single hide. A couple of chests. Oh, I wanted anklet. That's what I still need. For lightning boots. I'm working my way out of the jungle now. I think this entire region could have hives in it. You just head down and then back in. Going a big old circle around the whole jungle. I don't care to go that way. Or gold, not a major loss, I guess. Yeah. I guess I just didn't have any stingers yet. Weird. And I need more. Station. So you can go in here. And what's the actual recipe for this? Tin axe, jungle spores, and vine. I guess either type of axe, jungle spore is fine. Making me craft another axe is very unappreciated. I think you should go fuck yourself, frankly. That's probably why I've never made it. Plants acorns when just cutting down trees. 150 axe power. Oh, that's on par with molten. Damn. That's nice. Shit. Oh, teleportation potion is going to take me into a massive lag spike. Meows at you. Uh, I hate being a person who likes that shit and also perceives myself as somebody who doesn't. Like, man, if I was out of the closet in high school, I would have been a massive fucking furry, frankly. Nobody, actually, people probably would have liked me a lot more, and I probably would have liked myself a lot more. And it had to be that was should have it should have been bad somehow. Or maybe I've just been conditioned into the belief that everything queer people do is wrong. Hmm. Maximum mana. Ancient Cobalt breastplate is magic. What is? I want to go like down and left. I'm gonna keep heading downwards. Eh, I just meow sometimes for fun. Yeah, sounds about right. Or bark. Whenever I bark a lot at dogs. I used to live with my dad like just about a year ago almost now. Oh my God. And he had a dog, and the dog was very high energy. And barking at him was one of my favorite hobbies, like barking with him. They respond to it a lot better. Cats don't really respond to you copying them. Yeah. If I'm clicking off and trying to troubleshoot errors, so the screen will be weird. I'm wondering, I'm up to 75% memory usage. So whenever the game, so I like whenever the game like blacks out, conversations with my cats. I love when I imitate them. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I'm just not one to speak with cats. I feel like they take differently to tone, and I don't know which tone they like. Whenever the screen blacks out, I'm assuming that it's a memory issue because it only happens when I play for X amount of time. Like it doesn't happen immediately. It takes a while to start happening, and then it happens more and more, and then I get a crash that says out of memory. However, actually saw somebody like troubleshooting the game and saying that it's a GPU issue. So now I'm wondering if it's a GPU issue. But even then, like I'm building up, increasing memory usage, and that's actually affecting. YouTube cannot maintain good streaming. This has happened earlier when the game crashed. Now I do a stream crash. I'm gonna try and save and exit and see if it fixes that, at least temporarily. Or had the issue before. Yeah, really thinking out loud. But, we're just like, oh, this is why you saw zoologists and said my beloved. It's starting to make a lot more sense. Putting stuff in there. Bunker or danger sense? Bunker, danger sense, owl, mining. I feel like the what would I bust out potions? I just get burnt. Instantaneously. Sargi. Terraria 9 Souls? Uh, I mean, uh, the other thing I do on this channel, video essays, I have one on Dream Tactics, which is a tactical RPG, and then in Stars in Time, it's a profound effect on my life. So now I have two USA review things on it. So I did one of Flipwitch Sex Hex, Forbidden Sex Hex, which is the erotic game. And it feels like a good concept. I feel like I had to expand upon that more generally. It was a very interesting thing that I kind of stumbled into without really recognizing it. Describes a lot of what I've actually done so far. Uh, Thinking what mainly I play mainly I play RPGs. I'm getting a lot more into Metroidvanias, but again, I tend to avoid everything in the mainstream. So really, I end up looking for like kind of indie releases, whether they're more well-known indie releases or lesser known. It's a more recent one, Witching Stone, which is a Slay the Spire type roguelike that is a match 3 spell casting game. It's really fun. It's lacking a lot, but it's really fun. So Hive should be up here now, I think. Very big Metroidvania phase. I played the Castlevania collections and other indie Metroidvanias. I've actually never played Castlevania, any of those games. I know I really should. Also, holy fuck, that's I don't care what's in there enough to go deal with that. That's another one. What? Ooh, Lily Enders. They're making another game, the same studio. It's a Korean studio with an anime aesthetic and very or Hollow Knight style combat. Yes. Might as well just actually drain out the honey inside. Try to make it all go down. That way I can actually build like a halfway decent arena on the inside of it. It's weird that honey blocks are considered either danger or treasure. Holy shit, that's a dangerous bee. Fucking hell. There's one other Metroidvania I liked. I have a really hard time thinking of like specific examples of things. Oh, Momodora. It's a series I've stumbled into kind of recently. But in terms of the lineage of Metroidvanias, like there's the classics, and then really inconvenient if I die here. Please don't. Oh, cool. But there's the classics, and then there's basically Hollow Knight, which has influenced the design of the genre a lot. And there's this kind of weird other category that's clearly pulling from something, but it's not Hollow Knight. And apparently it's the Momodora series. It might be a mixture of Momodora and Cave Story, actually. But Momodora is Japanese in origin. Apparently only like four or so games in the series. But I've seen like a lot of their design conventions elsewhere. Like for example, Flipwitch that copies the what do they call it in the one I played? Sigils, something. You have like five slots for cards, and the cards give you different types of modifiers. A minuscule amount of Momodora. The most the two releases on Steam's also play Flipwitch. Yeah, Flipwitch made the rounds. I think it did. I think it succeeded in a way that it didn't necessarily deserve to. Because it was mostly just fine as a game. Incredibly boring pornography, frankly. Uh, Guy. I want to fight Mr. Guy, man. What do I do for Mr. Guy, man? I can find it in English. Oh, it was yeah, sure was a game, and it sure had porn. Yep. God damn it. The moment you stumble into the jungle, you get like 17 nature's gifts. They just end up clogging your inventory more than anything. Yeah. Very interesting case study though. I think because I think a lot of the things that I get obsessed with is like what's on the like things right on the edge of excellency, and then things that are very thoroughly in that realm of mediocrity. I think those end up suiting my fancies in a way that because if it's just like regular good, why bother? Who cares? It's just good. Things are good sometimes. You know. But I actually think Flipwitch is notable. Also, it copies design conventions. The honey blocks, the bouncy blocks, like that is from Momodora pretty explicitly. It's really funny. It's funny to see that nearly a year after the fact. It's just like, oh, that being Momodora's homework. Even in its mediocrity, it copies Momodora. It is where like, oh man, I'm probably a bit late to the party with this feminist critique, but the way that like cis heteronormative uh, cis heteronormative sexuality views the male body is like very kind of sad. Like it's definitely detrimental to everyone involved because like the male body is not understood as the site of pleasure. The female body is allowed to be. Like yes, it's bad that women are reduced to objects in nearly every capacity under cis heteronormative patriarchal everything. But at least they get to have fun, in a way that uh, chest beaten penis havers really don't. And man, I have opinions on the way that Fudanari is seen in pop culture. I do not know what's hitting me. Because it's just trans fetishization. That's all it is. It's just trans fetishization. But cis men really don't like admitting to having to fetishize trans femmes. They don't like it. Like, ew, pee pee. Ooh, my self conception is at threat. But if I make it a cartoon, then it's fine now. Now I'm allowed to do it. Sure, sure, bud. Uh, to go about digging this straight over so it connects to where I actually want to go. I guess I kind of already have that. Definitely nodding my head in agreement. Yeah. The characteristic, like the streamer rant, I kind of have the skills, but not quite. I can't keep myself going continually for very long. And fooling no type time. Mhm. Okay. I can rant a bit, but then I run out of things to think with my brain. All the wrinkles and folds get in the way of speaking listlessly. Yeah. I I also start to question whether or not I should stay on certain subjects. Because like on the I've heard arguments for Futanari that it's more about it's a bit like the scope of it is a bit wider than uh than simply transfetishization, and I don't disagree with that. I just find it kind of irrelevant. Like the the presence of like transformation fetishization, the idea like you have like two cis women and then PP. Uh, it's very valid. It's like it's a valid thing to like, but I think I want another platform up here. I just mostly I find that to be like a small piece of it. It's not the whole pie. That's just a piece of the pie. And the rest of the pie looks a hell of a lot like, well, I don't have good pierce. I probably should have made a molten bow, I guess. Something like a mini shark if I get my hands on it. I don't really see myself winning in this boss fight, to be honest, because I can't counteract her. I can't like counter the strategy, and I can't necessarily deal good damage when she's hovering above me because she'll kind of just sit out of my range. It'd be nice if I did. I would like it's good to get Witch Doctor. You can. Then I think Beekeeper would be more build appropriate, but Bees and Knees is just probably a better weapon overall. I can maneuver around her pretty easily. I just don't think I can fucking aim. Here's this attack. I can Zappinator could just kill a couple of frames if it really felt like it. It's all of my health. I didn't even equip my good armor. What am I doing? I guess this is how easy she is to dodge, though. And if I don't die to poison, I might be able to pull it through after that stupid ass dumb shit that I just did. Go fight win. With brain, I think if I think, then maybe make win do happen. Yeah. I am that is like that is a textbook. I am my own worst enemy. They make a beamination. Stinger bottled honey. You'll get honey. Brain enabled when possible. It's been off for a good couple of years at this point. I don't know if it's like an old car, turn the engine and it doesn't. I could go collect some honey early on because there's plenty of uses for it. Like, how many buckets? 57. Make me 3 more buckets. So I have an even number. Alright, Skeletron. Yeah, I'll collect some honey and then see how I feel about things. I like most. Yeah. It's not too bad. I mean, as soon as I get into like the moment I enter the dungeon. Baghdad is streaming today, so I have plans for today's. Yeah. Hmm. I mean, if things aren't always kind of a mess, are you even living? I don't know. Oh wait, oh yeah. About oh, you at the time zones that turn off. It's like, what about what time do you do and what platform do you do on streaming? That is. Let me go around. I'll get killed if I try to go through there. Remember, I did look up virtual on Twitch, but actually, I think like finding people on it's I actually left everything that I need to. So I think blocks slow you down from the side. I don't like that. I don't know how I feel about that. website known as twitch.tv. Do it around 8 p.m. my time, which is 2 hours from now. That means six, or you're 8 hours ahead of me. Okay. Okay. But evening, that'd be about midday for me. Okay. Have fun. Oh yeah. Is it just virtual? I might have, maybe I walked past the channel. Classic 8 hour difference. Yeah. That's one it's one of the three things you're allowed to do in the world. You hang out for 8 hours, you go to work for 8 hours, you sleep for 8 hours. That's what Henry Ford said we should do. So now we've all just been living our lives like that for 100 years. So small and tiny, it's easy to miss. Yeah, finding the small channels is almost impossible on these websites. A little bug, just a sad, mewling little bug. God, the word mewling. Man, I love the word mewling. I haven't thought about that word in like a whole 30 seconds, so I got kind of excited about it. Beta honey. I'm not 100% sure what that word means. I think it's like an onomatopoeic. I think it's a very nondescript onomatopoeic that only gets used by certain types of weirdos. Cough, cough. Sneeze, sneeze. Mewling, mewing, mewling. I think like I'm looking up its actual definition, and then I have to scroll past the stupid fucking mewling is a verb that means, but this is the AI overview, which means that I don't trust the information it's giving me in any way. A mewling mean? See, like I know it's a slang thing. God, I really hate this AI overview bullshit. Is so fucking it's just infectious, incestuous. That's the wrong word. Like definition. It's either modern slang or it's an old word that's been kind of dragged back out. Yeah. Mewling is a kind of cry. Yeah, it means like to whine, to kind of like what? I mean, like if it's describing like a cat sound, it'd probably be the sound that the other cat. This doesn't really work without context. But one of the other cats whines for water, like she mews. She sits at the sink and she very loudly proclaims, "Meow meow, meow meow meow." I got honey. I got honey. A little dot of honey. Whimpering or feeble crying, especially the babe. Start page's dictionary function. What's start page? Just howling for cats? No, howling is like mewling is whining. When cats, yes, I guess I interpret howling as angry and mewling as sad. I feel like the feelings words are more than the, the specific action, but it is very similar to howling. Howling adjacent. Wootude. Hootude? Hootude? God fucking damn it. Hate accidentally clicking that button. Oh, I can combine these, can't I? Or am I just missing specific ones? Uh, I'm missing metal detector and I'm missing tally counter. At least I'm missing the easy ones for those. The latter, it's who to'd. Like past tense, who to. I'm confused, but I like the name. I like saying it. Who to'd. Oi, who to'd. You gotta uh, back in the mines. Hit me up on Discord. I'm gonna call you gay. Who to'd indeed. Yeah, there's no T in there. Sorry, I tooted. I tooted. Put honey in the vase. I guess. I've put honey somewhere, but I want it to look nice. I also just have not finished all of this. I might have enough ice brick for it, but I should probably, yeah. Uh, 1,000 walls. Oh, maybe I could swap these pools around. So the water goes down here and the honey goes right here. Might be nice to have like an actual. There's no point in having like an actual puddle of honey. You only need like a single tile to craft with. It might look nice. Wall placement ASMR. I don't. I really. I gotta watch ASMRs just so I can make bits about it. It's like, oh, now I'm gonna. Now I'm gonna place the walls. That must not. That must sound horrible on the other end. Yeah. It's annoying that wall that bubble blocks are a hard mode thing. I don't know why they would be. They're really convenient just to have for different builds. Like you can build your NPC housing like underneath a pool. I always think that looks nice, and my opinions are always correct. Is there a background wall that has lighting built into it? Oh, I should do Torch God. I honestly might blow up this entire area and then turn it into a mob farm. I did that on another save last night, and it was fairly effective. It's an okay amount of effectiveness. Gem spark walls provide lighting. I have tons of light. I actually have tons of gem spark. I can do that. I could do sapphire to match, or what? What's the other one? Start Signalis today. Oh, have you not played Signalis at all? That it's a video game. It's both like very, very inspired and incredibly fun, and it's complete lack of narrative. I don't even know if you can describe that game as having narrative. It has one, but it doesn't. I don't know. How do I make Jumpstart books? Purple on blue. Okay, I'll try purple, and then I can just uncraft it if I hate it. Glass, purple stained glass. Yeah, was this rose? Uh, is I only have 89 sand. What is the point of a glass kiln? I should go dig out the desert real quick. Man, the cat's litter box. Relatable. I always end up putting that off for way too fucking long. Offline amethyst gems are cool. Ooh, they do. It's really muted. I still quite like it. Sick. I want to get rid of the rest of this water up here. But maybe glass works for that. Glass wall here. And then fill that in with honey. Start filling that in with water. Oh, I just slapped out a Jibsburg wall. That gives me all the crafting I need. Now I can should have some amount of bottles. Not many. That with hive. In this chest I can make bee emanations. Try to get these things. Is this any good? Actually seems pretty okay. I don't know, I feel like I've outscaled it, but it's also the only ranged melee weapon I can get my hands on. Natural healing for a short time. Gives you the buff. Oh, I had 118 of these just sitting there. Oh, damn. Could have crafted slightly less. We got the rest of that later. I almost went like a different gem spark. Wall to provide light. Oh, goddamn. I'm ready to call it quits pretty soon. Kind of know that was the last thing I want to try and do before I do that, though. Do I need Demon Altar for a B? I could build the Skeletron Arena. Oh, fish. I have 4 minutes to get the fish. Sky Lakes and Surface. Which would be... Is it really just that pool? Or I guess I could go for actual Sky Lake one. Okay. I'm watching like YouTube Studio at the corner of my eye. And I see it like move. It tricks me almost every single time that something's happened. Those games. Cool. Oh my god, they don't have fucking bait. Oh god. I do hate I just need to like start. I just need like a void bag that I can shove everything in. 'Cause now I basically have to get the thing almost instantly. Yeah. Some of the tedium from fishing isn't even fishing because it goes stupid quick sometimes. Gotta love how you didn't even have a door, just platforms to render the wall incorporeal. Uh, all of my all of my NPC housing uses hoiks in some way or another. I I just don't want things to be able to get back inside. Also, welcome. I got it instantaneously. I don't want enemies to be able to get in. And one way hoiks are for that. It's like this one. Something I don't even know how this one works, if I'm being honest. I don't know why it's pushes me into here and then I wonder if these were hammered flat? They weren't hammered at all? I shouldn't even be interacting with the wall here. Why? I do not understand this one in specific. What? Is there something about prioritization? Also, the thinky is the freaky home. Uh, the technical issues, don't worry about it. I wonder if something about priority was happening there. I do not understand how this interaction works here. Hikes are really fascinating kind of thing. I kind of like the way this one turns out. Not really, though. It almost looks nice, but it really doesn't. Wild. I think I want to do is force the NPCs to go into the shimmer. Maybe I can reset up that entrance, make them walk into this hole. I think. I like any of their shimmer variants, actually. I'm going to move these idiots out of here so I don't have to look at them. I kind of like the nurses. The nurse is fine. Then who lives here? Just the guide. Take the arms dealer. I can bring. Oh, god damn it. Do at least two NPCs actually live there? No, I think it's just the zoologist. So I will have to walk back to that. Cool. But the merchant, do they live there? I don't know. Yeah. Or the energy for any of this shit. Uh, that's thing. What? That 3 hours. I'm gonna take a lot of quits. I'm going to end stream thing. I'm very. I'm always low energy, but I'm slightly lower energy. So yeah, I almost always end these when there's nobody here, rather than anybody else. Uh, oh wow, the delay has actually gotten me even more. How far back is my delay right now? Wait, I have no clue where the delay is at, if I'm being honest. It says excellent connection. Right there. Okay, couple of seconds. 2 or 3. That's definitely gone up though. But yeah, I'm clicking the end stream button. Thank you for watching and bye forever.